Let's go. Let's do it. Make sure that's on. All right. I think we're okay. I think. I just got my own notification on my own phone telling me that I was going live. It's the way we do it. It's just the way we figure it out. It's all right. I'll tell you about the sage tonight. Before I do a reading or go live, I always do a cleansing, and you know, I've already told you all about that. Um, you know what happened tonight? This sage sparked and sputtered like fireworks. It was fighting energy from the very beginning. I mean, it was spitting in my face, and I'm pretty sure I burned holes in my shirt. It just kept spitting back in my face. And most people would say, "Well, that's just oxygen buildup in the sage, and that doesn't actually mean it." Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Yeah, it was spitting and sputtering and throwing it back in my face, and I had, sparks flying and sage landing on my face and my shirt, and I'm like, "Ooh, is that how it's gonna be tonight? All right, let's go." Yeah, it's burning heavy tonight. And I don't know if y'all can see that, but it is. So apparently, whatever we're about to do or whatever we're about to discuss needs a little bit of extra protection tonight, and that's all right. And we welcome it. We welcome the divine light to come in, and we welcome it to cleanse. All right. I know. I'm just not comfortable. I saw you. You're fine. You're welcome. You're all right. Now, okay. So last night we agreed on we're going to do around the world. Okay. Now, you know me in my readings. I'm a teacher, and I know I drag on like, God, Jen, get on with it. I understand. And if we're going to do that many countries, I'm going to try to reel it in a little bit and go as quick as I can. Okay? So I promise you that. So who we got? Hi, Pat. Hi, honey. Yeah. Y'all come in. Dragonfly, beautiful. Caroline. Caroline's my go-to. I mean, God love her heart. I wouldn't want to have to put up with me. I keep thinking that's a speck, but it's actually part of my shirt. But whatever. It's a cross, and then the arms are the angel wings. So anyway, excuse me. Look, still throaty. And by the way, update on Oren Levi. We did figure out that it's our cat that goes in and out. Whatever he's getting in and bringing back is just toxic to him. So I hate it, but now we have to separate the cat from the baby, and that's not fun because the cat doesn't understand it, the baby doesn't understand it, and I don't want to keep drugging him up with Benadryl, if that makes sense. But better day today. Um, I do want to start out with a question. I have questions that rolled in. I'll give you my personal opinion. I know Miss Marla has a question about her personal family. Whew, that sage is going strong, which tells me that we're in for a fight tonight. So that's okay. Marla has a personal question. And then we had issues and questions on the Trump issues, the RV issues, Um, and then we had a couple questions about angel numbers. Now, Caroline's going to work with me. Dragonfly, Barb, thank you for sending that to me. I'm going to work with Caroline and we're going to try to put a show just based on angel numbers. But do I take the time tonight to answer those personal questions, or we just get into this show was mainly about the global thing, right? If my personal opinion, I think we should leave the personal issues maybe for tomorrow's show, and then we just get straight into it. Because if I get distracted, you know me, I'll just rattle on and on and on. Does that make sense? So if you guys are okay with it, then we'll just dive right in with all the countries that we chose last night. And as a review, I did Canada already, Italy slash Sicily, Israel, Australia, Argentina, and Ireland. Are you guys okay with that? Can we just move on and let's just pull cards on the countries? Or do you want me to take a minute and answer personal questions? It's up to you guys. Caroline, you better quit that. Now quit that. I am not an angel. And remember, angels come in two forms. I'm just teasing. I'm just teasing. I'm not nasty and ugly. At least I try not to be. There's Deb. Y'all just love on each other and keep talking. Okay. All right. So, do we want to just dive straight in and do the round the world? Because it may take a while. I mean, we could be here for like an hour, hour and a half. I mean, I don't know. Hi, darling. All right. So let's do this. I'm going to go with my go-to deck. But I have a backup. Spirit just said, well, if you're going to do this round the world thing, why don't you put oracle cards at the end of it? All right. So let's pull oracle. We'll just set them over here. If we get to it, we get to it. If we don't, we don't. It's not the end of the world. It's all right. Okay. Now. All right, so let's get into it. You all chose different countries. I'm going to leave it up to you tonight. Which country you want me to start with? I did Canada the other day, so I want to. If we do it, we'll touch base on it. Even the U.S. I'll do that later. So we have Italy, Israel, Australia, Argentina, and Ireland. Those are the ones that we pulled last night, and we asked y'all understand the smoke's coming through because this sage is literally on fire tonight. So I think there's some bad energy. So it's working overtime. So what country do you want to start with? Let's do that. It's fine by me. I know y'all gonna tell me, Jen, it's your show. You should decide. Oh, okay, I know, but I want this to be a group effort. So what do you want to do? Oh, Gail, that's okay, honey. I mean, not everybody can be here. That's okay. And, you know, I mean, it happens. That's okay. You just catch up on on the flip side. That's all right. Alphabetical order. Oh, that's a good idea. Now I got to do my ABCs, Caroline. Really? So we would start with Argentina, if that's the case. Caroline's going to make me work tonight. I literally just split the deck. And I wasn't gonna flip it up and then go, oh no, you looked. Now show it. She came first. Queen of Swords, Truth, and that's your divine feminine. You know who he is. Okie dokie. Deb, did you forget your ABCs real quick? R is before you. I told you. Y'all blame Caroline. She said alphabetical order. Now we got to do our ABCs. Blame Caroline. Throw her under the bus. It's all right. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Now, watch this asshole still show up. What's the punishment? Caroline? Well, coming from a military family, I'd normally make you do push-ups, but I wouldn't wish that upon anybody in our state at any point. So, honey, you got to put up with me. And as much as fighting as I'm having with these electronics and how much you're helping me, honey, you got punishment enough. You've been dealt your cards. Don't worry about it. It's all good. It's all good. All right. So what do we got for Argentina? And this is September. So we're going to focus on the next 30 days. We're going to focus on the next month. We're not doing, it is an overall, but let's focus and bring it into the next 30 days because I want a really clear reading. What is going to happen in these nations? Okay. Does that make sense? I was just told to rejuvenate my sage. It doesn't normally burn that hot for that long. And it doesn't normally give that many ashes. Yeah. Which, that's okay. It happens. Y'all can imagine my cleanup after this. Lord, I came in here this morning and I thought I had got all my ashes cleaned up. And I was cleaning off the chair. And, whew. Divine Feminine, splitting the card. Divine Feminine. So apparently it's still a battle of Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine. So Argentina. We're going to split one more time and then we're going to pull. What can you tell us for the month of September for Argentina? Okay. I'm pretty sure Argentina is South America. Y'all gonna tell me. I'm pretty sure you will. Good God, Jenny, you don't even know where Argentina is? No, it's been a minute since I studied the globe. And I say globe very easily. The planet. Oh. Okay. Look at these pentacles. All right. Now, don't be surprised. We're going to do multiple countries tonight. So don't be surprised if these cards repeat because a lot of the same things are happening in the same countries. Okay. So these are the people of Argentina. 5 of Cups. Loss. It's just, can we be real? It's a shithole right now. Okay. Loss, loss, loss. And a lot of these people, maybe it's the ones that aren't awake, don't see the good stuff behind it, if that makes sense. They just know we have lost our nation. We don't have anything. And I'm not following like MSN, like the mainstream. I don't know what's going on down there, but this is just what the card says. These people have lost hope. They just don't have it. Now, let's move on. But what's really going on is the Knight of Pentacles. And remember, Pentacles, money, earthly things, bringing, like, coming from the universe, gifts. Okay. So this is what's really going on, like, behind the scenes. So they're not quite sure because they're not being shown this. We deal with this in the US and Canada and that kind of stuff, where we come from. We aren't told this either. It's all gloom and doom and why, but what's really coming is beautiful, beautiful things. Okay. Past card. The people have been praying for victory. We just need out of this BS. Does that make sense? So that's what they're doing. Future. So they may be a little slow on the get go, as we say. It's going to take a lot of work. Okay. Now, when you look at this guy, I want you to remember the Eight of Pentacles always represents work. I need to work on it. So maybe it's cleaning out your government, cleaning up your check the box day. We're going to have to work together. Humanitarian. If you want this victory, you're going to have to work for it. Now, we all know that we want that 17th letter to fix everything. We want somebody to come and sweep and be the knight in shining armor. That night, here he is. Here he is. That knight is there. He's there. Gift. Knight of Cups. Gift from the universe. I really just wish he would show up, because then I wouldn't have to do nothing. But that's not realistic. If you want the victory, you're going to have to put the work in. So Argentina, here's your advice cards. Here's your future. Okay. It's beautiful. It will come quickly. Now, this is a movement card. This is a chariot. It's a military card. So they're working behind the scenes and it's moving quickly. It's going to be okay. So if you're waiting on that 17th letter, remember the white hat people? Ace of Swords. Are you kidding me? That's the big dog. Truth, thoughts, all that coming out. It's going to come out. How they've been running it. And it's going to come, it's from the military. And that coincides with the knight too. Okay, because he's a military dude too. Yeah, you're just going to keep doing it and then all the truth is going to come out. I know that's vague, but around the world is vague. I mean, if I spent one evening talking about one country, I might be able to split hairs, but I'm not going to do 5 pulls on one country because we'd be here all night. Okay. So let's do this. I'll do 2 confirmations per country. Oh, that's beautiful. There it is. There it is. Okay. All right. 8 of Cups, moving into a new beginning, new path. You're going to take a new direction. So Argentina, you're going to be fine. You're just going to take a new path. And here's the other one. Here's your confirmation. That RV, there he is. There's the Ace of Pentacles. That's the big dog. The RV is going to flip your country upside down and you're going to be fine. Okay? That's how, in general, these readings are going to be tonight. Are you guys okay with that? So, yeah. Yeah. There's a lot of inner fighting right now and that kind of stuff, but you're going to be okay. You're going to be all right. And I still love this gorgeous woman, the divine feminine. She got a lot to do with it. Let me take a minute in between countries. First of all, mark that one out. We did a little Argentina. Let me go see. Y'all talking to each other. Caroline, you're absolutely right. I come as I am. I'm it. That's it. We lost Miss Gill because she's got to go. That's fine. Alphabetical order. We did that. Oops, Argentina. Oh yeah, because I told you didn't know your alphabet, Deb. Come on now. All right. So nothing's changed in the conversation. Y'all just sitting there going, "What's she gonna say?" Oh yeah, Caroline's gonna work Dragonfly. Yeah, she will. That's all right. But she does it out of the love of her heart. She just does. A la Martha Stewart. Caroline, you need to come to my house. Why don't you put a la Martha Stewart to work? And maybe I won't have baby diapers flung all over the place, and, you know, pureed pizza slapped across my face, a la Martha Stewart. Just teasing you. Deb, honey, you're so welcome. I don't know too many of us who watch TV anymore. Do we really do that? Sometimes we might branch out just for a minute to get the idea of what the rest of the world is getting. And if you're being honest, and I will be too, I see it for 5 minutes and I am so sick to my stomach. I have to turn it off. I mean, it's disgusting. I mean, they really believe this crap. But at the same time, I also know that their ratings have plummeted to like nobody hardly ever watches them anymore. So exactly, I don't know where the negativity is, because what, the 10 people that watched you last week makes a difference? Come on. Millions of us have already moved over and went, you're all just, you're just batshit crazy. And I'm not listening to you anymore. That's the God's honest truth. All right. So if we're doing alphabetical order, Australia is next. Ready? Yeah, Deb, it is. It's disgusting. Nobody wants to. I always, they tell me, split the deck and look. They are heartbroken because remember what I said the other day? Like when I read for Canada and I also called out Australia, that their sole contract was to be the last on the totem pole, so to speak. And they're heartbroken over that because they really want to make a difference. And then I got this King of Swords, but they're going to be used to bring the truth out, like of all the crap that they've had to put up with. So that's how I split the deck and look at the bottom cards and get an instant download. But let's go ahead and pull full cards. Oh, you just jumped out there, didn't you? And I know why. So he gets set aside. All right, Australia. What you got to say? I saw it too. And he keeps coming up. Mm, it's not a bad thing. It's not a good thing either, but it's not a bad thing. It's a mysterious manipulation and understanding what's going on. I'm getting all my off-worlder cards on the split level here. I'll show you. See, there it is. The High Priestess. Lots of secrets. She's come up twice since I've split the deck. So this is Australia. So I split. You popped out. It makes total sense. Oh, you want to come out too? Okay. That makes sense too. This is what happens. This is what happens. I'll just give you an example. Let's say I'm splitting the deck and then I lay cards down this way. If cards fly out to the side or maybe just totally off the desk, period, I am required by spirit, I have to pick it up and use it. Does that make sense? So if I say you got spit out, literally I laid it down and then there's this weird card and maybe two that got turned off to the side. I didn't do anything to it. It's just the energy pushes them out. And then I'll pick them up, lay them aside, and that's where I put the pieces together. Does that make sense? Okay. And then y'all have seen Tarot by Janine, and a lot of people do this. They split the deck and you figure it out. We all have a lot of the same techniques. We just need to figure it out. Okay. Y'all need to love on Australia right now. I mean, really give them a whole lot of love. Beautiful outcome, but y'all love on them because God love them. They're being used as an example. Now, here's what's going to happen. I had 3 cards that got spit out. Australia, that's what we're doing right now. 3 cards got spit out to the side. Now, I went ahead and laid down a full spread, but these come first, okay? Someone just follow me, okay? First one, the Fool card. The position that Australia is in right now is to fool the rest of the world that they got it all figured out, okay? And they were being made an example of, if that makes sense, okay? Just like what I did the other night with Canada and Australia. This is a soul contract. You're going to suffer, okay? You're being made the fool to prove to the rest of the world how evil these people are, okay? But the fool is also represented as the guy that's got the guts to step off that cliff. Remember we talked about that? Okay. All right. So that was the first one that got spit out, the Fool card. You're fooling the rest of the world of how we think Australia is actually going. It's not as oppressed as you think. They're trying to make you think this is what's coming to you if you don't listen to me and if you don't obey and comply. Okay? Now, the message to Australia, temperance. Okay? Temperance is a hierarchy card. It means patient. Be patient. We talked about the other day when we pull cards. Be patient. You signed up for this. I know you personally didn't, but the country and the nation did. Okay? Be patient. It will happen. You were chosen to be an example to the world. Okay? You weren't fooled. Now be patient. Okay? Here's the third card that got spit out before we do our regular reading. The Tower. Huge. These are major arcana cards. It's all going to come crashing down. Everything that they told you, everything that you had to believe, they're being used as an example. It's all going to come crashing down. That's not a bad thing for Australia. This is talking about government and the system that they put in place to enslave you even more, if that makes sense. It's all going to come crashing down. Now, we're going to get into the regular reading. This is just the normal spread that I pull, and I want you to pay attention. What is the first card I pulled after the other 3 got spit out? Y'all know who he is. Why do you think it's happening? Think about it. Here's the people of Australia. 2 of Wands, looking into the future, my bright, beautiful path. I'm going to get out of here. Not that you're leaving your nation, it's just, I'm not doing this anymore. This is the uprising. This is the people coming together. I see a new portal. I see a new opening, a new beginning, a new pathway. I'm out. And that's the general consensus. But, 4 swords. There's lots of secrets. It's just that sage, man. I can't get over that. That normally does not burn that way. It's almost burned down all the way. It keeps going hot. So the energy is strong tonight, and it feels that it just needs to keep burning. But 4 of Swords, these are secrets. They want you to rest in the thought process. Remember, thoughts, words, swords. Rest in the thought process of knowing that the truth is going to come out. You're going to be fine. But it needs to reveal these secrets that they keep hiding from people. Australia was just one of those countries, like Canada, that was chosen to be used as an example. Does that make sense? Okay. In the past, You wanted your knight in shining armor to come in, Knight of Pentacles. Man, if this RV would just come in, let's just get this done. Let's get this done. I'm talking about the truther community because not everybody is part of us. No, this is you guys. This is the Pentacles. I need a message from the universe. I need y'all to tell me something, and it's going to come in financial form. Let's get the hell out of Dodge, okay? You are waiting for that RV because the only way we're going to take this down, I need money. Whether you feel that you need to move or at least bring your status up or something so you'd have a say. But this is the pass card, okay? It's kind of a wish card. This is what you really wanted to happen, okay? Here's your future. Four of Pentacles. You're hanging on. You're hanging on so tight. In Pentacles, money. I'm just hanging on. I'm hanging on. When's it coming? When's it coming? When's it coming? That's what we're doing. But Australia in particular is like, good God, how much more are we going to do this? I'm hanging on to it. And Pentacles represents money and earthly bounds, okay? I'm just going to hang on. Y'all are really strong. I mean, God love you. I would have, no, I'll be honest. I would have killed somebody. I would have shot somebody. If I was a trucker, I would have run over somebody. I'm just being honest. I'm not being nasty and ugly. I'm just telling you the truth. Okay, here's your advice. Don't be the hermit. Don't curl up in a corner and think it's all over. Be the messenger. Put it out there. Give the universal message of your truth and what you know is true. Get out and talk to your neighbor. I know that's hard because they can be nasty and ugly, right? But get out there. Don't be a hermit. Don't be burying yourself into a house waiting for that. They want you to work. Universal Spirit wants you to get out there and work. You are your creator. You do it with the blessing of our creator, if that makes sense. Military's got a big role in this, and it's going to come quickly. This is a movement card. It's coming quickly, but it's also military. You just waiting. Ugh, ugh. But they will come in and they will let you know. It's coming. It's coming. It's there. It's their promise. All right, let's do confirmation. Australia, here's your confirmation. Simple as that. If you do what you're told, not in a negative way, do as you're told in the universal spiritual way, like do as you're told, like high vibrations, keep your energy up. That came out wrong. I didn't mean that way. I apologize. Do as you're told. No, you're independent, sovereign people, and that's actually who she is. Nine of Pentacles. She is sovereign. She knows who she is, and she will speak her truth. Okay? So that came out wrong. I apologize. The outcome. Wheel of Fortune. Even if you're left behind, you're going to flip the whole world upside down. Everything that you're dealing with right now is going to totally flip. Wheel of Fortune. You're going to be fine. And that's your confirmation. So Australia, honey, you may be at the back of the line, but you're going to be all right. Okay? So is that okay for Australia? That's what we got. How are we doing? So we had the three cards that jumped out, which are huge. Fool. Don't be a fool. Be patient. Because it's all going to come crashing down. And then you got all these beautiful cards. You're going to be fine. It's just going to happen to take a little bit longer. And see, she kept coming up when I was splitting the deck, and that's the High Priestess. Lots of secrets and stuff that you don't see what's going on. And we talk about that 17th letter and the white hats and that kind of stuff. That's because they're fixing it. You just don't see it because the only thing you get to see right now is like mainstream media and that kind of stuff. Does that make sense? How we doing? Are you all going to sleep? What's going on? Pat's dancing and playing with a 5-year-old. I had to send my babies upstairs because I was going to kill them. I'm being nasty and ugly. I was going to kill them. These children. I love you. Mimi loves you. Pat your little head. Go to bed. That's what I was doing. Hi, Nadia. Welcome, darling. That's all right, Nadia. You do your healings now. That's more important. Don't you worry about that. Anybody can catch me on the replay. Don't worry about it. Dragonfly. Your youngest grandbaby starts kindergarten next week. No more Grammy sitting. I do agree. Mixed emotions. Honey, mine are in my face 24/7 because my kids, they don't go to public school. They're in my face all the time. And I love you, and I love the fact that I'm teaching you and homeschooling you and doing those kind of things. But at the same time, you need to get out of Mimi's face because Mimi's going to strangle you and hang you on a nail. Nasty and ugly? Too far? No. I'm pretty sure we all. You need to give Mimi a nap because Mimi's getting mad. Yeah. It's okay. We're all different. So when I say the country signed up for it, what does that mean? What it's everyone's soul contract? Yeah. When Pat, when you agree to your soul contract, okay, narrow it down. Let's say all of Australia came together. Okay, those souls knew that they were going to be born into or transferred later into Australia. They knew it before they came here. That was part of your soul contract. You agreed, I will be born there, raised there, understand their culture, and be go team. Okay, my home team. Or you transfer there and now you're a citizen and you're going to fight. It is a soul contract. It's done as a group collective, just like what we're doing here now. It's also done in a paradise in heaven before we come here. And they agree to do it individually for their personal soul contract because we got a lot of people that will come from Australia and go, nope, I'm going to become a US citizen. They just move over here or Canada or wherever, that happens too. But as a collective, if Australia, let's just use Australia, that I agreed to be born there, raised there, culture, everything. I agreed to deal with the persecution, the backlash from the government, be left behind and be the last one to get out of this whole mess and all that kind of crap. Yeah. Soul contract is the collective together and then you individually. Okay. Does that make any sense whatsoever? Because I can go a little bit further, but I don't want to confuse anybody. Does that make sense? I'm looking. Pat, you just love on them grandbabies. That's all you gotta do. You just love on that grandbaby. You're all right. There's my dumpling. Hey, dumpling. Yeah, they have energy. You know how I hate to say this, and I don't want to turn this reading into something negative and nasty and ugly, but I will tell you this. You know how I think we're all older women here, and we kind of have the same thought process of, you remember the old phrase when you look at your kids and your grandkids and you go, man, if I could just bottle an ounce of their energy, wouldn't that be great? I think you know where I'm going with this. And then you find out truth that there is evil out there and they literally took that literally. and bottled it. And I think you all know, y'all let me know. You know what I'm talking about? Just thoughts and phrases that we used to use all the time, like it was, yeah, well, that's funny. It's like a Southern phrase or whatever. It doesn't have to be Southern, it just maybe a U.S. phrase. Man, if I could just take an ounce of their energy and just bottle it up, I'd be good. They did. And we know what that means. And now I don't want to turn off everything that I've ever said as a phrase just because now I associate it, but you can't help it. Now you do associate with it because you know what is happening. But do y'all understand what I'm saying? They did bottle it. Yeah, Dumpling, you're right. Yeah, it is. It takes a lot, and we try to separate ourselves from that thought process because we're not guilty. We didn't do anything wrong. We just said it as a phrase, right? Man, if I could just bottle their energy, I'd be doing good. And then you figure out truth. It's not that we did anything wrong. It's just now you're second guessing everything you say, everything you do. Come on. Move on. I know. I'm dragging. But you know what I'm saying. It's not that I'm going to stop saying it. It's just, I mean, I really do wish I had the kind of energy they do. Being a kid, I want to take a nap. And wait till you get to my age, you're going to be begging for a nap. That's just, we talk about that kind of stuff. All right, alphabetical order. What do we got? Ooh, is this pop quiz time? Here's your here's your nations. I did Canada, so I'm going to put that at the bottom. So let's not, because it would have been first after the A's. But Italy, Israel, Ireland. Are we going to do ABC test right now? Who comes next? Alrighty. Ireland it is. Top of the morning to you. All right. What do we got? Let's give a reading on Ireland. You know what? I've heard great things about Ireland, how they really were some of the first people that stood up against a lot of this crap. First lawsuit, like to prove that COVID could be tracked, that came out of Ireland. Isn't that beautiful? Irish roots. Top of the morning to you. What is that? Erin go bra. And everybody's like, what does that even mean? Y'all tell me. I think it's like, I'm probably wrong. Erin go bra. Is that a challenge or you got the balls to do something? I don't know. Y'all tell me. Anyway, let's get on with it. Ireland. Ireland. Beautiful green. Everybody says St. Patty's and all that. We're not getting into that. That's splitting hairs for a different day. Let's look for Ireland for the month of September. What do we got? What do we got? Ireland. I always feel the need to say that. Ireland. I think it starts with an A, but whatever. Y'all just laugh at me. It's late. It's been a long day. Get off my back. Just teasing. Ireland. Interested. Oh, y'all know me. My facial expression. Oh, Jen, what are you doing? You just pulling cards and you just go. Your face goes up, goes down. What are you doing? I'll show you. I haven't pulled confirmation. I just did a regular deck. Nothing spit out. So here we go. Ireland is very, very smart. Your people's is smart. They know that it's an illusion because this represents the Ireland people. That's the magician, and he's a teacher, but he's also illusion. He's like, you ain't fooling me. I know. Y'all, I'm telling you, I don't normally get this much smoke. Whew, ow, that's hot. Okay, don't pick that up, Jen. It's fire. Y'all pray for me because I'm nuts. Yeah, musician. He's a teacher. He's all of these signs. Okay, he's wands, he's swords, he's pentacles, he's cups, he's everything. He's a teacher of all things. This represents the people of Ireland. They are way ahead of us, and there's a lot of mystery behind him. They know more than what they're letting on. Interesting. They may be teaching us something, right? Now I know why. Now watch this. I'm not going to put him down because the next card is important. This is beside him. Current. Remember I told you they were one of the first that had the lawsuit? They couldn't prove the origin of COVID, and if you can't prove the origin of a virus that doesn't exist. Did y'all hear that? Y'all tell me. Do y'all remember that? They were the first to do the lawsuit and go prove the origin of it. Where'd it come from? Because if you can't prove it, it doesn't exist, right? Guess what I got beside him, Mr. Man? Justice. That's a court card. Yeah. Top of the morning to you on steroids because, yeah, they're calling them out. You can't prove it, and you have no way of locking us down, and you can't tell us what to do. They are leading the world in these court battles. They demand justice. Isn't that beautiful? Now, has it been easy? No. Past card. They lost a lot of sleep over this. It was hard on them because they had some of the most severe lockdowns, but they fought back and they want the truth to come out with justice and that kind of stuff. Okay. But because they did it, they're moving out of troubled water. They can't do it to them anymore. And it's because, I'll get it. Just give me a minute. They took him to court. And the teacher's going to prove to them, yeah, you can't do it to him. So they're moving away from those lockdowns and that severe governmental pushback, that kind of stuff. Yeah. Here's who they're fighting against. Remember that thief? Remember that? That Seven of Swords? Stealing your truth? MSM, that kind of stuff. You know, I'm stealing your truth. I'm stealing. I'm stealing your freedom. I'm stealing doing all this. No, they fought back. I mean, no. Prove it. Good for them. Here's your outcome. Here it is again. Tower card. All that's going to come crashing down because they can't prove it. And the people stood up and said, I want change. This is not happening anymore. You can't do it to us. I'm taking my toys and I'm going to the house. That's what we say in the South. I won't play no more. That's a God's honest truth. Here's the most beautiful card of all. Here's your final card. That's the Sun card. And the people of Ireland, they win. I don't care how tiny they are, or anybody makes fun of them, and even I did it. I don't care, but I don't get offended over anything. If I say top of the morning to you, good God, if you're offended by that, something's wrong with you. Our top of the morning, Aaron go brag kind of people, no, they can get it. And they're going to get it first because they said, I'm not falling for the illusion. I'm going to teach people how to do it. I want justice for the BS that we were taught. All of this. I'm tired of losing sleep over it. I'm going to move out of troubled waters. I'm tired of the thief stealing my life from me. It's all going to come crashing down. I'm going to make sure it happens. And ta-da! Sun card. That's how tarot tells a story. Does that make sense? Isn't that beautiful? I'll pull confirmation. You get 2 cards. Simple as that. Victory. 4 wands. I like that. And it just told me, no, you got numbers. Yeah, 4s. 4 wands. 4 more months, it's all going to be said and done. They can't do anything to them. Actually, no. Ooh, I'll pull that back. 4 more weeks. End of September. Yeah, 4. 4. Everything's going to be fine. They can't do anything to anybody else. 4 of Pentacles. Holding on to something. I'm going to hold on to my life, and you're not taking it from me anymore. Isn't that cool? 2 4s. I don't get 4 months. I'm going to go back and look. Just give me a second. It could have, but no. Yeah. It could have taken the 6 and 7, which are in these multiple 6 and 7s, and just said, no, I'm not doing it anymore because they're that strong of the people. 4 weeks, month, end of September. Ireland will be totally set free. No issues. That's cool. All right. We got 3 of them done. We're getting there. Ireland. We got Israel next, which I know Miss Marla will appreciate because she's got a baby over there, loved ones. And then we'll do Italy and / Sicily. And then, if we don't run too far over, which would be on me, then we'll hit Canada and the US, or if there's another country that we didn't talk about last night, then y'all throw that in a comment. Because I do Canada, well, not Canada all the time. I always do the US, but when we got, yes, Caroline, yay for Ireland. Absolutely. They're strong people. What am I missing? Oh, I have to scroll back up. Missed too much. I love y'all loving on each other. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, just love on each other. Took me a while to get the grasp of that, Dumpling. There are certain things one can't just fathom without breaking your soul. I know. And I think we were talking about if I could bottle your energy thing. Yeah, it's the sad thing is, why are we even talking about phrases that we grew up with? Y'all just ignore that smoke. It's really strong. I mean, that's just the sage burning, and I'm just going to let it go. I'm not interfering. I hope y'all can still see and it's not clogging me up too much. But yeah, those things, why are we even talking about phrases that we use? Because now, who created them and then why? Why are we talking about it? Wish I could bottle your energy, because all along they were, literally. I know. I don't want to focus on it. We're going to get away from that. We don't need that nasty and ugly. Yeah, you're right, Nadia. That is why it's important. We need to raise our vibrations, love, be compassionate, be understanding. But on that note, Nadia, I also want to add, to be compassionate and understanding to the way people think and their thought process. Like, I'm weird. I think way outside the box, and I use humor and sarcasm to deal with stress. Not nasty and ugly, it's just what I do, if that makes sense. I think we just need to embrace all kinds of people and understand that if it's a really sad situation, that person may laugh because that's how they deal with it. You ever known somebody that went to a funeral and laughed out loud? And you're like, what is wrong with you? but that's how they deal with it. It's just weird. I mean, weird, but in a good way. We're all made differently. We are all different and we all cope. We have a different coping mechanism. Some people can just curl up and meditate and they're good and they're cleansed and they just walk away. Other people are like, I need to go hit like a heavy bag and go punch a few things first. Some people just make jokes and go, I'll just make light of the situation because it eases my pain. And then we turned into a society with, well, you can't do that. It offends me. I'm not getting into that because we'll be here all night. But you know what I'm saying? We used to be able to just accept everybody's way of doing it. We just pat them on the knee and just love on them and hold their hand and pat their hand and go, it's all right, darling. Everybody deals with it their own way. We used to be able to do that. Now it's like, oh my God, how dare you? It's just the way society has been programmed to do it. Let's get on with it because we need to move along. We're going to do Israel. Yeah, Dragonfly, you're right. Yeah, little did we know certain phrases they catch up with us, and now we're going. But here's what I don't want to happen. I don't want us to get caught up into the cancel culture to the like the southern phrases and that kind of stuff. Like if you look at your grandbabies in a loving, sweet, gorgeous way, and then all of a sudden you feel like you need to stop saying, if I could just bottle your energy, I'm not going to stop saying it because it's just what I do. Remember what we talked about. What is the intention behind it? True. Number one thing. What is the intention behind the vibrations and the energy behind your words? Thoughts, words, all that stuff. What is the intention behind it? You and I don't walk around saying those kind of things, being nasty and ugly and evil. So why would we stop saying it? It does rattle your brain a little bit, just for a little bit, but let's not stop doing what we normally do because none of us look at our babies and go, mm. We don't do that. We look at our babies and go, God, whew, you're wearing Mimi out. Mimi just, I wish I could jump on the trampoline with you. I wish I could do all I could. Not. I wish I could. Never. I'm not saying it. I'm not getting into it. I'm not doing it. I'm not going to give the energy to it. Nope. Yes, Nadia. Yeah, we are. No guilt. We're just souls that are learning, and we shouldn't be thrown into a guilt complex either. Can we do Palestine? Sure, we can do Palestine. Well, let's get on with it so we have time because we've pretty much gone an hour. So let's do that. Sure, we can do Palestine. Well, you know what? Let's embed them because we know that they kind of go together. So Nadia, would you be okay? Let's do Israel first, and we know the conflict, with Palestine. Let's just embed them together. I'm not trying to stereotype people. But I understand that's a conflict. So let's do Israel, and then we'll do Palestine, and then we'll get into Italy and slash Sicily. Is that okay with you guys? Yeah, Deb, you're right. Yeah, we all cope the best we can. Yeah. Yep. We got to use sarcasm. I mean, honey, the best way of you ever knowing that I love you and really accept you is that I'll throw you under the bus in a happy, funny way. Not nasty and ugly. Funny way. It's just the way I've always coped with it. Shitstorm that I was dealt as a kid. It's just something that I've always done. And it's just easier for me to um, laugh something off or make a joke out of it, even if it seems weird. Like, why are you even laughing at that? Well, because if I don't, I'll burst into tears and then probably blow my brains out. I dealt with that as a teenager. So I just learned to, instead of doing this, I just used my words and just became funny, turned it into theater and acting and singing and doing all that's what I did. Everybody needs an outlet and everybody's different. All right. We're looking at Israel. So, what does this beautiful country of Israel, and if y'all didn't know, my second granddaughter, my middle grandbaby, her name is Israel. I named her. I cut her cord, did that whole thing. I probably already told you that. Her name is Israel, and I really wanted a powerful name. It had nothing to do with the history of the Khazarian Mafia. We're not getting into that. But the beautiful nation of Israel wanted a strong name. She has two middle names. She was born right after my mama died, so her third name is Jean, which is my mama's. She was Barbara Jean, so Dragonfly, Miss Barb. Israel Lincoln. Lincoln, just to me, just President Lincoln, that kind of, it's just so powerful. I knew this child was going to have like a powerful soul. So she's Israel Lincoln Jean Ryder. She one tough cookie. She one tough pain in my ass too, but that's all right. I need her that way. I need her to be tough like Mimi. Yep. And that's what they call me, by the way, Mimi. I don't want to be grandma. Everybody was grandma and Meemaw and Mama and Gran. And I said, no, I'm just going to be Mimi. Is that all right? Seemed to work. So we have Israel. We're going to split the deck. And, yep, I'll look. See? Look at the bottom card. 5 of Wands. Fighting, 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 fighting. Do you remember that 17th letter of the alphabet? And they said we're going to save Israel for last? It's because there's a whole lot of that going on right now. All right, let's take a look. I knew before the night was up he was going to show up. That's all right. Wow. Daggone. Miss Marla, I know you're not in here tonight, but you're going to watch that replay. You better watch this replay, girlfriend. Woo-wee. Nadia, you're not kidding. I named her. And then once I cut that umbilical cord, my energy went into her. That baby didn't squeak. She didn't cry. She didn't do nothing for like 4 months. And then all of a sudden, this creature came out of this child. And it goes, you didn't tell me what to do. Long story. Let's get to the reading. That is this child. Steroids. Anyway, Israel. So here we go. 3 of Cups. Agreements have been made. So deals have been made. So what you're seeing is now it's just playing out. Does that make sense? We were told that Israel is going to be saved for last, but that doesn't mean, you got to remember their main headquarters came out of there. Okay. And that country that we supposedly were supporting in war, the Unicorn Nation, main headquarters were these 2 places. They went back and forth. Y'all tell me in the comments. Comments won't, I took all the filters off. I did take care of that. And you're going to get to see the replay of all of the comments. I took care of that. So you can name it in the comment. I just can't say it. But the Unicorn country, between that country and the country we're talking about right now, some of the worst ever headquarters and off-world or bad portals. Okay. But yeah, a lot of that was going on. But the agreements have been made. They've already come in. He already cleaned it up. Mr. 17, that kind of stuff. Mr. 45, well, no. I was going to say, we'll get to that in a minute. And I went, well, and I looked down at the card and went, well, no, we can't, because here he is. Isn't the energy great? Who do you think made those agreements? And for those, I'm pretty sure everybody in here knows who he is. That's the Emperor. That's your Mr. T. Here's the cool thing. The past card is what they didn't want people to understand about the nation of Israel, formerly known as Jacob. I'm not getting into a Bible argument with you tonight. The divine feminine. The divine feminine. Lots of secrets. I mean, look how beautiful that is, though. The agreement between the divine masculine and the divine feminine. And here's your outcome. Ace of Wands. Big dog in the wands. Passion, desire, what you want to happen, what you're manifesting happen. Israel's just fine. Three of Pentacles. This can be, it can mean like an evil covenant too. It can mean that, but not here. No, it just means an agreement. This is a community card. They've come together as a community and they're cleaning it up. With that divine masculine and feminine behind it, Ace of Wands, the passion of the nation has brought it together. The people of Israel have brought this, and quickly. They're military, quick moving. The Chariot, quick moving. Yeah, they're working together. And here's the final card, and I'll do confirmation. Knight of Pentacles. It's all about the money. Where do you think all these pentacles are coming from? But in the background, you got this guy. Come on. Where do you think all of that Khazarian stuff was going? They're coming in and they're cleaning it up. Does that make sense? They're coming in. Military. 2 military cards. This is a community card. So they're all working together. Israel's being cleaned up and it's beautiful. And the people are good. So whatever we're hearing on like mainstream, that kind of stuff, just don't. They're fine. We've heard a lot about these. And this doesn't give any of that. It doesn't give any indication that they're really hurting. Now I'll pull the confirmation just so we see. I'm telling y'all, when you pull cards like this on this many times as you've heard and seen me shuffle these cards, for cards to repeat in every nation, this tells you something. The people of Israel have felt stuck. For a while, they felt stuck. Okay? This is entrapment. This is, you're literally, I mean, look at her. I mean, there's 8 swords around her. Truth. I'm stuck in the middle because the truth is not coming out. Here's the outcome for the nation. The Tower, again, it's all going to come crashing down. The whole thing is coming crashing down. It's not going to work anymore. They can't convince the people that they're in control. Like Khazarian, remember the DS, the big C word? I'll say it. I don't care. Cabal, whatever. It's all coming crashing down. All their headquarters, all that crap. And the people will be relieved that they're not entrapped anymore. Does that make sense? Tell me. You're absolutely right, Nadia. Yeah. The people are great. I think they're beautiful. It's just the government and the people that are in charge. No, it's people cashing the checks on our souls. That's what they're doing. But you're right. They're the ones that we question. Yeah. Am I glitching, Dad? Am I? Am I blurry? Uh-oh. You know why? My sage burned out. Ooh, that's still hot. All right. We'll get it. We'll get it. Y'all tell me. Am I still blurry? Am I still live? I don't know. Y'all tell me. Am I blurry? Am I even live? Auburn Sage. They just don't want this message getting out. We're 110 in. Normally, 20 more minutes. I normally go about an hour and a half. Okay, we're doing all right. You tell me. Yeah, the blurriness can be a white light protection. The sage is not done burning. It's still burning. As soon as I picked it up, moved it, burnt my hand, but that's all right. It started burning again, and I'm gonna start a new one. I told y'all I burned through the sage like it's water. It's the energy, but that's a whole lot of major questions, major countries in a short amount of time. The energy is all over the place, but that's okay. You all send your vibrations out, and I'm gonna do my thing. It's gonna be all right. It's smoky. Is it just the smoke, or is that the literal pixels or whatever they call it? I think y'all kind of used to the smoke by now. We ask the divine light. We ask the divine energy and the universal creator to come in, and we ask you to cleanse this area right now. Cleanse it once and for all. Only the divine light is allowed to come in. Our Father, our Mother, we ask Yeshua, we ask Magdalene, we ask our spirit guides, we ask our guardian angels, we ask our higher selves. Only the divine light is allowed to come in. We cleanse this area right now. If you are of the evil side and you are of the dark side, you have no business being here. We do not give consent. You are not allowed to be here, and you need to leave. You have no permission. So we rebuke you, and we are cleansing this area right now of the divine energy and light that's coming in to get rid of you. So we thank you, and we all agree. Amen and amen. Sometimes we just need to do that, and that's okay. That's okay. It happens. We have no fear. We do not show them we have fear. Is Mercury in retrograde again, Dragonfly? I don't know. I haven't watched it. 5 by 5. Okay, good. Thank you, Nadia. Sage fun. You're not kidding. You know, I actually thought the other day, somebody wanted to send me something in an email. They said, I want to send you something. Do you have a P.O. box? And I went, no. And they go, would you get one? Because I'm going to send you something. I think you'll really like it. And I went, well, as long as it's not ticking, I guess I'm all right with it. Maybe I will. I don't know. Because I've had a couple people email and go, if you need sage, I'll email you some sage, or mail me some sage, snail mail. I'm like, that's not necessary. Y'all love on me enough. That's fine. I'll figure it out. I'll get the sage. I actually need to put an order in. That was my last one tonight. And I told my husband yesterday, I said, I need to get that sage order in. He goes, okay. Not happy with it? What are you not happy with? What did I miss? Full-bodied apron for embers and girl gloves. You're not kidding, Pat. I'm telling you something. If you could see this whole trough is what I call. This is hot. I mean, this thing is on fire. All of this is on fire underneath it. They don't normally burn that hot. I burnt that one down all in tonight, and then that one caught that one on fire, which is the original piece, and now this one's on fire. This is hot to the touch. It has burnt through the string. Yeah, it's active tonight. That's all right, but that's what we want. We don't want it to burn out because we don't want to give them the opportunity to get in here. The ashes, wet paper towel, darling. It's all right. We'll get a baby wipe and we'll clean it up. It's all right. I do it every evening. It's fine. Caroline, don't you get started on that. Lord, child. I need no gifts. Don't be doing that. I just want to get this channel up and running. That'd be great. All right, Miss Nadia. Let's take a look at Palestine real quick, and then we'll do Italy. We'll end on Italy, okay? Hour and 15. I think we're doing okay. So let's do Palestine real quick because we know the interrelationship between Israel and Palestine. So let's take a look at Palestine real quick and see how the people of Palestine, and I recognize them as a people. Don't get me started on the political geo mapping of it and who owns what. I'm just saying I recognize Palestinian people. I'm just saying they exist and they should know what is happening. So let's do that. What does the universe have to say for the Palestine people? And we're looking at the month of September and what's coming up. What's going to happen for the Palestine people coming up? Okay. All right. Split the deck. Bottom card. Full card. No, that's not. That's the Hangman. Ooh, wait. Remember how we kind of cussed him out a few videos ago? That's all right. Amethyst. I have one. It's not in here right now, but I do have one amethyst. It's actually in my jewelry box, but yeah. I have one. I know there's a lot of gems that I need to really get. All right, Nadia, here we go for Palestine. Excuse me. Beautiful cards. Oh, I love their heart. Well, a lot of things are going to change. Remember, Hangman is on the bottom. He didn't come up when I divided the deck, but he still counts because we always pull the bottom card and we just kind of look if the universe tells me to. Hangman just means be patient and wait. And now we do the regular cards. This is a community card. As a community, they're all sticking together right now. Okay. So whatever's going on, whether themselves individually or against or with Israel or their neighboring countries and all that kind of stuff, they're working together as a community and they're sticking together. Okay. Now, the High Priestess, she's a little bit tricky, but this is intuitiveness. Okay. They know something's up. She is also full of secrets. Okay. Now, it doesn't say whether that's good or bad with the side card, but it does say that there are secrets, but it's intuitiveness and the way their thought process and how they're working together is in tune. They're doing just fine. Here's your pass card. Queen of Cups. She is divine feminine also, waiting for the universe to tell them what they can do and what they can't do. And I know Palestine's been working on that for a long time. The big C word, the big DS and that kind of stuff, they're always telling, they pay both sides of the war. They pit us against each other all the time. So, they're paying Israel and they're also paying Palestine, and they just go fight, throw rocks at each other all day. You and I both know that that's an issue, but they're waiting for an answer to come through. Here it is. Okay. 10 of Pentacles. They want what is theirs, money-wise. Money-wise. If that makes sense. They want to be declared their own state, their own nation, and get what their people feel that they deserve. Does that make sense? But that's a good card. Okay. And I'm not splitting hairs and getting into political fights with y'all about, you know, Israel and Palestine. That's none of my damn business. All I know is we've all been lied to. This is what the universe is saying. They feel stuck right now. I'm trapped. I can't do nothing. I can't go nowhere. I'm just stuck. And they really need that card. Does that make sense? They're stuck. Now, advice, the divine feminine. You're going to start seeing, I know that may be a little bit off with the culture, the divine feminine, or at least the divine feminine energy is going to come forward. And that's their advice. Start listening more. And the ultimate outcome, which I kind of expected, is the Six of Pentacles, and that's giving and receiving. They will give, they will also receive. So that's deals being made. So it's not bad. They feel stuck and they're not quite sure what to do. But look at these beautiful cards. I mean, the Ten of Pentacles and then giving and receiving. Let's pull confirmation. There he is. And that same daggone card again. Here's what happens. Don't be the fool. Don't be the fool. Don't buy into all that garbage. And this is what the people are doing as a collective. This is your community card. I'm not going to be fooled again. Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on you. Or what is it? Or is that the other way around? I don't know. What, you don't know what I mean. Fool me once, shame on me. No. Shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. I don't know. Y'all can tell me. But here's your final card. Same card that showed up in all these other countries. The whole system, the tower, is going to come crashing down. So what they've been dealing with too is going to come crashing down. And it's all going to come back to the community and all these beautiful cards. Okay. No more trapment. Ten of Pentacles. All those secrets are going to be coming out. Okay. So that's for Palestine. Does that help, Nadia? Did that help? You let me know. All right. All right, darlings. We got like 8 minutes until we hit the 1.5 hour. And we've got Italy / Sicily. Now, this is going to be a group thing. So Italy / Sicily. Because I know it's just an island and all that. Don't get me started on the Golden Girls. Picture it. Sicily, 1919. Sophia could tell them stories. I don't want to hear no stories about the actors and actresses that played. I'm just saying it was a good sitcom. We all watched it. We all split hairs over all that crap. We're never going to get out of the way we think. Does that make sense? You're welcome, Nadia. If it helped and resonated, let me know. All right, so let's do Italy / Sicily. What do we got for the next 30 days in through September? Italy. They were hit hard, especially during the lockdowns and stuff. They were one of the worst hit, I believe. Now, we also understand that, I know, but I didn't catch it at the time. Wing said, well, when you split the deck, you had pulled the Hierophant, which represents, in a bad way, Mr. Pope. And we all know Rome. He goes, well, you were talking. Well, I'm always talking, Wings. You know that. And I was talking about the Pope, and he said, well, you just missed the Hierophant, but you did see it. And I said, yeah, I did. I did see it. I just didn't show it to you. You can believe me or not believe me. It's fine. And then I just split it again. It's all going to come crashing down. It's a big part of Italy. Y'all know that. All right. Italy / Sicily. Give us the best you can, Divine Light, for at least the month of September in the next 30 days. What do you got? Split deck, bottom. Standing our ground, fighting. Okay. Beautiful. Man, I don't want to speak too soon. Gorgeous. Okay. So here we go. The people of Italy/Sicily have a wish card. They just want crap to go back to normal, and they are literally just waiting for the universe, the world, to tell them it's okay. Okay. Here's the problem. They're still being stolen from. Remember our thief who comes in and steals stuff. And I do believe my intuition is getting, he represents what Vatican City is stealing from the people of Italy. Because not only do they do it globally, but the people of Italy, they steal. Okay. They're waiting. Page of Pentacles. Yeah. Money, earthly. Remember our little peacock mystical creature here? Yeah. Isn't it gorgeous? They're just waiting. What's the mystery? They know something's up. Something's up, and it has to do with money, their money situation. So I'm not up to date with how their country is doing. I don't even know what dollar term they use. I don't know. It's European. Is it a pound? I don't know. I don't know what the term is. I'm just ignorant that way. That's okay. Ignorant's better than stupid. Ignorant just means I don't know. Stupid means I don't know and I don't care. I do care. Victory card. It's going to be a beautiful card. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. They're just waiting. They're just tired of people stealing from them. So I think they're kind of awake. Here's the thing. Outcome, Wheel of Fortune. It's all going to flip upside down. Everything in their whole lifestyle is going to flip upside down. It's going to reverse itself. Wheel of Fortune is the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. But here again, 4 cups. But I'm waiting for the universe to bring me this message, bring me that gift. I'm waiting. Okay. So the people of Italy/Sicily and the islands and that kind of stuff, that's what they're waiting on. They're just waiting for that message, the truth. There he is, the fool. I want to get out there and get it done, but I'm not going to be a damn fool. Okay. Confirmation. Beautiful. So to finish up, the Magician, a teacher bringing the truth, but also a trickster, illusion, whatever they're believing right now or what they've been taught or whatever, that's a part of the illusion. And in the teacher form, the truth is going to come out. And that 8 of Cups, they're going to move into a new path and a new beginning. Gorgeous. I don't think we hit one country tonight that doesn't have a gorgeous path ahead of them. It's all gorgeous. Does that make sense? I think we're good. That's confirmation on Italy. Are we good? No, they don't like me talking about Israel. Israel's a very sensitive topic. Yeah, I have found that out. I know. Doesn't surprise me, but that's okay. We got through it. That's all right. We may be a little glitchy, but we'll be all right. Well, darlings, I think we did good. And I think tomorrow I may just touch up on Canada and the US a little bit, but I do them all the time. I at least do the US, but we can touch base again on Canada. And the personal questions, Marla had a question, a personal question. I want to talk about the Trump issues and the legal stuff that's going on, the RV issues and the new things that are going around that. And then Caroline's working with me, and we're going to get these angel numbers up, and we're going to talk about that a little bit universally and what it means intuitively. Okay? Does that sound okay? How did we do? Right at an hour and a half. We did good. Strong portal field there. You're not wrong. You're not wrong, Nadia. Yeah, absolutely. There's a lot of that going on. Pat, you go visit anytime you want to, darling. It looks good. I don't see anything wrong. And I don't mind doing a part two. If you guys have some more countries, think of them. And I think I fixed the replay of the live chat and the comments. I think I worked on that this afternoon with Caroline, and I think I fixed that. So if you want to comment on it, think of another country. Maybe we didn't cover it tonight. Let's let's do some more. We'll do some more. That's okay. I'd love to do some African countries. I'd like to do like South Africa. You know what? I think we should do Zimbabwe because we all know about the Zim notes and the bonds and all that kind of stuff. And they're supposed to be glorious. And I don't want to focus just on money, but I think we should focus on some of these other countries. What do y'all think? Are we good? England, France, Ukraine. Yeah, Caroline, I agree. Um, Put them in the comment. Email them to me. Something. But hour and a half. I'm going to cut it off. I love y'all. I think this was good. I think this is really good. I appreciate y'all being here. I thank you to Caroline who helped me get out that thumbnail to remind everybody and the notifications and all that kind of stuff. She's just a miracle worker when it comes to electronics, so I'll just break it. I'm just telling you. But Brazil, yeah, China, yeah, absolutely. Y'all put them in the comment. Now I left the replay of the live chat so I can go back and watch it. So can you all? But take a note, leave it in the comment. If not, email it to me. And if I do a quick live before I announce around the world again, I'll just take a note. But right now, I think this was great. I love y'all. Y'all love on each other. This is great. It's beautiful. Hour and a half. See you tomorrow. I love y'all. Thank you, darlings. Night night.